If you want to learn English in a way that feels easy, fun, and natural, this is your place. Through stories like this, your brain learns real English without stress or rules. So subscribe, hit that like button, and ring the bell. We've got daily stories waiting for you. Her name was Layla, and she had walked the same streets for 3 days. She was in a new city, Lisbon, but after a few days of maps and tourist apps, everything started to look the same. Same buildings, same routes, same stops. That morning, she stood at a small street corner, holding her paper map, and realized something. She didn't want to follow the same line again. So, she made a decision. She folded the map, put it in her bag, and looked around. People were walking by with bags of bread, headphones in, or just minding their own morning thoughts. She saw a man in a brown jacket, holding a coffee, standing near a bike. She didn't think too much. She walked up, smiled, and simply asked him, without many words and with a hand gesture, if he could suggest a different route. Not the normal one. Something special. He looked at her, surprised for a second, then nodded. He pointed toward a narrow street going uphill, between 2 yellow buildings. It wasn't on her map. Layla thanked him with a quick smile and turned that way, curious. As she walked up the street, the buildings got older and closer together. Laundry hung above her head between windows. The street was quiet, except for the sound of her shoes against the stone road. She passed a dog sleeping on a doorstep and a woman watering plants in a can. No tourists. No shops. Just life. At the top of the hill, she saw a small open space with a stone wall and a view of the river far below. She stood there for a long time, breathing in the warm air. If she had followed the usual path, she would have missed this. She kept walking. The path curved and dropped into another part of the city. There were murals painted on the walls, bright, bold colors and shapes she didn't understand, but they made her stop and stare. She took a deep breath and moved on, walking slowly through streets she didn't know. Layla passed a man selling books on a table. He didn't speak, and neither did she. She just ran her fingers across the covers, then kept going. She walked under a row of trees with purple flowers. One of the flowers landed on her shoulder, soft and light like paper. She left it there. After a while, the streets got louder again. She reached a small square full of people. Not tourists, but locals, sitting on benches, eating snacks, talking fast in Portuguese. She sat down on the edge of a fountain and listened. A little boy ran past with a paper airplane. A group of older women sat in a circle, talking and laughing. Someone played guitar nearby, slow and soft. Layla didn't know where she was on the map, but she didn't need to know. The stranger had sent her on a path without landmarks, but full of meaning. After a short rest, she followed her feet again, down narrow steps, past pink walls, under balconies with plants growing wild. She found a corner shop with fresh orange juice and bought a small bottle. The man at the counter smiled. She didn't say much, just nodded and said, "Thank you," in a soft voice. Later, she found herself near the water, at a part of the city she hadn't seen before. It was quiet there, just the sound of the river and the seagulls above. She sat on a bench and took off her shoes, letting her feet rest. It wasn't about how far she walked. It was about how different it felt when she stopped planning. That one moment, asking a stranger for a different way, had changed her whole day. The city had opened up like a book she hadn't read yet. She didn't take many photos. She didn't check her phone. She just lived the day, one turn at a time. And when the sun started to drop and the sky turned soft orange, she finally looked around and realized something. Sometimes, the best direction is the one you didn't choose yourself. Sometimes, It's better to trust the unknown. And all it took was one brave question. While you followed Layla's walk through the hidden corners of Lisbon, you were learning English naturally. You heard real verbs, common phrases, and useful sentence patterns, without even thinking about grammar rules. That's the beauty of learning through stories. So if you enjoyed this one, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and don't forget to ring the bell. We post stories like this every day. Now it's your turn. Drop a comment and tell us, would you ask a stranger to show you a new path?